Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's episode 3, it's about my software journey. So mainly today I'd like to talk about my experience in foreign software uh, implementation. So the last episode I talked about the company I worked, the second company I worked. It was about how we were dealing with the government clients. So today mainly I would like to talk about the third company which I joined. It's for the I don't want to mention the company name, yeah, but in that company I got an opportunity to work with the South African client, and it's basically was the warehouse management system. So this warehouse management system we built for the South African for the cosmetic chain. So it was a very huge project. So I left that client. I joined this company, and I got the opportunity to once we complete our the development, I got opportunity to go to the South Africa and do the implementation, and do the client training and fix the bugs, and so that was very good experience for me. So that's why actually the reason why I joined that company is like I was like looking for the experience, exposure, the foreign exposure, because I work with a foreign client, but I did not get the opportunity to work in a different country. So because of that I joined this company, and it was a very nice experience. So the system we've done basically we had the point of sale system, and also we have a warehouse management system. We work with the famous Sri Lankan warehouse management system. I mean, the company which is doing the warehouse management system is IFS. So we work with the IFS consultant. So because I haven't had any experience, but we had one of my friend who was the expert in this warehouse inventory and like point of sales. So we developed the point of sale system, and I think it was a very huge project actually. So then what we were doing is we had a point of sale system and the warehouse management system. From that, handling all the stocks, and even nowadays I'm not doing this inventory part. So but I got the opportunity to work in that, but we did not have any accounting or any other system. But the critical part was that like it was very huge warehouse in the this company in the South Africa. If you are Sri Lankan, or if you are cricket fan, you might heard the East London, because there's a cricket ground there. So the company was in the East London, but they were doing for whole South Africa. So I did not get any opportunity to go to Durban or Joburg means Johannesburg, but we went to East London, and but the people were very nice in South Africa. I did not expecting, especially the black community. They were very nice, and also the company owned by the fourth generation of Indian community, and they were very nice people. So that was the one thing I experienced while I was working in the South African. I worked many other countries, but South Africa are very nice people. So like when we are dealing with the client, and I mean when you are doing the user training, and we had a very good relationship with the client. So they were invited us for the barbecue with them and trips, and even one of their IT manager, I think I can mention his name, is Free. So he invited us for his wedding as well. So I got opportunity to attend the Indian wedding, but it was kind of Indian and South African, like they were doing the their cultural thing, what the Indian weddings they are doing, and in addition to that they had the Western culture. So it was a very nice experience. These are in addition to doing the software things. Software, we know it's a normal life. We know we do the development, do the testing, deployment, blah blah blah. Everything we do, right? I mean, it's the life, but other than that, if we had, I mean, I don't know, for me I had a very good client exposure. Like these clients are very nice. They were helping, and sometimes if you have any bugs, right, some client, if you're a critical issue, whatever, but anyway, that's the life. If you develop a software, so you will have bugs, issues. The thing is how soon you can fix it, how you can, approach for them to, resolve the issue and to help the operation go smoothly and should not have any impact for their businesses. So that was the one of the things we need to think as a software developer. Doesn't matter even you are doing a support or you are doing a project. Let's say we do the project, we deploy. So then we have a hypercare period, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 months. It's purely based on your contract. So if you're doing that period, right? So sometimes, I don't know, I did that. Even I act beyond, our processes. For example, let's say we have a very critical client issue. Maybe it was not in the requirement, but it is a very small fix. Okay, I'm talking about if it is impacting their day-to-day operation. So you can talk to the project manager and the other people in your team. Discuss, it's a small fix. Yeah, we need to do the testing, all these things, deployment, everything. Maybe it might take a day, but for the client, it is not. It is a loss for them. Let's fix this. I don't know we're going to charge it or not. You can decide. PM and the project manager and business analyst, talk to them. They can take that decision later. But let's fix it because it is very critical for them. We've done something like that for this client, and you are in the client side. Sometimes when you are doing a hypercare or whatever the thing, sometimes your implementation period, let's say some projects, right, at the last month, or let's say you will be staying in the client side 3 months and you will be fixing, like you done basic thing and you will have a, what we call pilot run. It's not exactly the live. So you have the existing live system, then they are running the new system parallelly and they are trying to find the issue. And let's say you are doing day-to-day operation, for example, warehouse, they need to order, they need to do the purchase order, right? So when they are doing a purchase order, these warehouses, it's not like a one item. So it is like 100, 200, 1,000 items. So when they are doing that, think if something happen, if they need to redo that, it will take a lot of time and they will lose money. Because why they are making a purchase order? Because they don't have enough stocks in their warehouse. So they do the purchase order. I can't remember the words. Like all these things you do, you finish it, you approve it, then you get the stocks. Then it will order from the suppliers. So they will ship that one, like they do, like a container, whatever way they are shipping that. So then they will got the stock for their stores. So then they can do their business. So we were doing for that cosmetics, the cosmetic warehouse. So they, especially the African country, they are using cosmetics are heavily, like a shampoo, the creams and all these things, like a face wash, facial creams, all these things they are doing. So it's a very good business. Even they are using a wigs. We have seen. So we were doing these cosmetics. I don't know, I need to mention the company name. I don't know, it's still there, but I work maybe more than 1.5 years, 2 years in that company. So after doing that, right, because the IFS system are very sophisticated. So like it's so implementing that, all this, we haven't done everything, but we were thinking to do like most of the things important for them, and like try to automate most of the your manual work. So when we are working with the client, so they mentioned they have difficulties, like all these shops, right, they need to update the stock, they need to send their sales, so then they need to do their sales analysis, all these things. We can develop report if you have the enough data. So this South African experience, mainly doing this warehouse management system, and it was nice one. And the other things I wanted to mention when we were doing that, right? So sometimes we did not do that much of documentation, but I tried to do most of the time. Even now when I'm doing, even others are not doing that, I try to do the documentation, because the complex system, you have a very complex logic. Even at the end, client can't remember what it is, what was their requirement. So read the code. Let's say they give the requirement, finish your code, do some wiki, we call wiki or whatever, you document it. Now we have a DevOps, Azure DevOps. When you are doing it, I'm talking about I'm a .NET developer and we are using Microsoft product. So whatever the things you are using, it could be you could have wikis. I've seen the Git, different repository. You have wiki. Write a wiki. Add your information. This method. I mean, let's say you are doing a very complex business process in your business layer. Write that logic. Document it. What it is. So then it will help you as well at the end. Maybe after 6 months, the client will raise a bug, and if you're going to fix it, otherwise you might need to spend a half a day, 1 day to understand what you built, because you will forget, right? Normally, what I will do, I will have different type of wikis, the business wikis and the developer wikis. So for the client, you can give the business wikis, the business requirement. Normally, sometimes business analysis need to do that, QA can do that, but if they're not doing it, you can do that as a developer. Do the business wiki, then do the developer wiki. So the code, logic, all this information, configuration, even deployment, you can have a deployment wikis. Each and every sprint, you will do the deployment. So that normally I can come back to you. One of the good experience I had while I was working with the Singapore clients. So we can talk about the Singapore experience, because I learned a lot of things from Singapore. But what I'm saying is, like, we can talk about when we are discussing about that, but document it. Deployment wikis, what are the things you are planning to do, then next time the configuration things, what you done for the previous deployment. Let's say deployment 1, you can't remember what the configuration you did and what are the values. If you have wiki or document, you can go back to that document. I'm not saying that keeping in the local, you can store SharePoint, whatever the places, you can go back and you can find its value. So these are the I think it's a very basic thing, but very important. It will help you to improve yourself and get the timing. So today I came with my wife. She went for the shopping. So I've thought, because I'm not sure I will get the time to do this recording, but I'm planning to do weekly side. So, and I want to share the experience. I don't know. This is uncut videos, like unedited, unscripted, uncut videos. So I don't know, but I'm trying to do this. Maybe just record this and I'll share whatever the information I know, my experience. Whoever listening this, I thought it will be helpful. Anyway, so thanks for watching, guys. See you in next videos. Bye.